I am Denise Flood from Change Your Frequency, Change Your Life. And it is exactly what it says. Our frequencies that we absorb and give out to the world help us to better ourselves and better the communities that we go out into when we keep that high vibe. So I consider myself a health and wellness advisor, where I will help people learn self-care toolbox capabilities that they can pull out of their hat when they are in need. And tonight we're all going to talk about tuning into our divine wealth. And that is exactly what we are designed for as spiritual beings in these human bodies. If we remember that we are these great big spiritual beings, then we can tune into that frequency and bring it down and anchor it in the body. And I use a number of techniques for that we'll explore tonight. One of them is essential oils, and there was a list of essential oils that I had put up on the posts. The blends are release, forgiveness, freedom, and abundance. If you do not have them, we're going to just tune into the frequency, and you will also be able to benefit in that way because everything is intention. And I started with release because let's just release any expectations we have right now for our thoughts around money, our thoughts around wealth, and what wealth is and means to us. And so I have the release oil here. If you have that or another oil, just pick it up and just swirl it around and inhale. And if you don't have an essential oil, think these words: I allow myself to tune into the frequency of divine release. And I'm going to breathe that in, and I'm going to release any expectations I have around my thoughts about money, around my thoughts about what wealth means to me, whether it is physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual wealth. I'm just going to allow myself to be in the now. And for that, I'm going to ask you, if you can, to have your feet flat on the floor. You can use your hands, put them on your thighs if you want, and just imagine breathing in through the crown of your head and allowing that breath to travel down through your body, down through your feet. And I'm sure you have visualized your feet having the roots that go down. See the light as roots that are going down to the center of the earth so that we ground ourselves in order to prepare to do this work. And just breathe in that grounding. Feel that energy going down into the earth, seeing those roots curl around that molten lava that is that divine energy of the earth, of the Mother Gaia, however you describe the earth, that energy, and feel it travel back up those roots, warming the bottoms of your feet, warming your legs, your torso, your chest, your shoulders, your arms, and going right back up through the crown of your head, connecting with that divine source. I call it the divine sea of all that is, and see that energy magnify 100-fold, 1,000-fold, and flow back down. And see that energy being exchanged, earth to sky, sky to earth, and feel it settle in the center of your being, whether that is your solar plexus or your heart, wherever you're led to. Just feel that energy center there. Bring your awareness to it. And I'll begin tapping just gently right here on my chest and saying, I release all expectations around this class. around myself and my relationship with divine wealth. I allow the frequency of release to flow through my body gently, opening areas that need stimulation. And know that as I'm speaking, if my words don't talk directly to you and you have another thought, use your own words. I highly recommend that you use this to fit your own journey at this time. Tuning into your higher power. Using my voice as a tool to tune in deeper and deeper inside. And also know that if things feel too strongly, you have the power to say simply, I would like to tune it down a notch or two. Or if you would like to raise that up, I would like to tune this up. You are in charge of your frequency and your energies during this work. And let us join together, breathing in the frequency of release and breathing out that which no longer serves us. And I'm going to just take another smell of my oil. If you have another oil, go ahead and use that. And I highly recommend the oils because they have measurable frequency scientifically on a scale. And we can use that to our advantage because they work when we're breathing in those frequencies, whether we're doing the work or not. So this is something that is very beneficial. So the next phase after release, I'd like to bring in the frequency of forgiveness. There is an oil forgiveness, but there is also that frequency of forgiveness that we can all tune into now. Take a moment. If you have that oil, swirl it around. Any oil that you have will do the purpose because it's your intention to bring forgiveness. And I'd like to just read a few thoughts on that. So that when we have healing work around accepting the amazingness of our divine wealth and of our capability to create abundance in our life, just think of any thoughts that might come up for you that's a little negative, that might be, oh, I'm not good at that, whether it's your bookkeeping, your budget, your timekeeping, whatever might be keeping you from really tuning in to your abundance and your divine wealth. Whatever came up for you, take a moment and feel it in your body. I sometimes hear myself with my self-talk of going to pay a bill or write down things I need to do in order to move my business or my family or my life forward. And I might say, oh, I'm not good at that, or that's so difficult, or I really can't get it. Whatever comes up for you, tune into that now. Tune into that now and allow a little space of that beautiful light that is trickling down into your crown chakra to flow into wherever in your body you might have felt that tug when you had that thought. Sometimes I tap on, I forgive myself for not understanding, or I forgive myself for not keeping to my budget, or I forgive myself for saying yes when I should have said no. And allow that. Feel that light. Breathe in that light. Feel it go to that area of your body. It may be someplace you're familiar with, or it may be a new place. It could even move around. Breathe in that forgiveness. Let that breath flow down through your legs, down through your feet, and anchor that forgiveness into your place, wherever you are right now. Feel that forgiveness anchoring into your home, so that later when you step out of this meditation, you are still walking in that prayer of forgiveness for any past mistakes and any doubts in your own magnificence. Truly accepting that forgiveness from yourself, knowing that divinity, whether you call it God, goddess, all that is, creator, I am not attached to the name, but the energy that is that divine oneness that we all of, has no need to forgive us because it is omnipresent and ever present. We need to forgive ourselves for not staying attuned. That's the separation. I forgive myself for separating, or for being in the idea maybe separation is not possible. Whatever feels right for you, stay in that moment. And roll your shoulders a little bit and see if that forgiveness might need to do a little another breath, and remember the release. This is a process and a layering, a layered wellness technique. Take a little sip of water. Stay flow. So releasing and forgiving, free. I'd like your divine wealth is tapping into the freedom frequency. Even we're all on mute, so you can say the word freedom and hear it ring. There's a reason where there's that saying, let freedom ring. Let freedom ring. I can hear it echoing and echoing, and I can breathe. Hear the sound of those frequencies. Voice the word freedom, whether it's out loud or whether you feel it vibrating through your very cells. Freedom. Let it ring. Let it ring inside each cell of your body. The freedom to tune into your divine wealth, the wealth of your spirit, your soul. This is endless abundance. And just tapping gently here, feeling that resonate through your body. Feel it vibrate. See if there's any place you need to move. See if there's any place where it doesn't feel right. And make note of it, because we're doing this very quickly. It's a showpiece, but you might want to come back to this later and really work on what has come forth and resonated for you. And know that whatever thoughts and feelings you have, they are your truth and perfect for you in this moment. To trust this process and to trust yourself. And to feel that. And again, breathing in that light from the divine sea, the all that is, and bringing it down, I say through my soul star, through my crown chakra, that freedom frequency, and allowing it to go through my third eye, my throat chakra, my heart chakra. And I can just almost feel like that is drop where you see the pools of vibrations going out, seeing it vibrate in front and behind into the sides of my heart, into my sacral, my solar plexus first. Nope. Yep. Solar plexus. They're all coming together now. And just feel it vibrate. Feel it vibrate and find yourself in that place of that divine sun shining out through you, and move that energy down into your sacral chakra, your womb, and see the creation process of your divine wealth being birthed here. All the ideas percolating within you, within your abdomen. That cradle, the hips, the cradle of creation. And then send all that energy out through your root chakra, down through your legs and your feet, down to that center of the earth, through the roots that you've established there, and bring it back up. All the way up through your feet, your legs, your hips, your belly, up through your spine, your heart, your ribs, flowing out your arms, up your throat. See it vibrate through your words, see it shine into your brain, stimulating the areas of your brain where you know you need healing. You need healing thoughts. You need healing within your past, your fight or flight mechanisms that might get triggered when the ideas of finance or abundance or bill paying or living life or having money to indulge in, anything that comes up, all those things, feel that light surround those thoughts, penetrate those thoughts. And anything that sticks out for you, if you have a little paper, jot it down, or if you just make a little note of it and say, higher self, bring that thought back to me when I can really work on it. And again, put that energy right up through the crown chakra, up to the divine sea of consciousness, and bring it down 1,000-fold. And we're going to breathe in the energies of abundance. The frequencies of abundance. This particular oil has a spicy, warm smell to it. Think about orange and cinnamon and frankincense, those warming smells, and just allow that to penetrate your being. Those frequencies. And as I say the word abundance, I'm beginning to smile. I'm beginning to bring in this idea that abundance is so much bigger than the money in our wallet. It's so much bigger than the energy in our bodies even. It is beyond us, and it can flow through us if we allow ourselves to stay attuned to that frequency. And so let's just release. Feel that. Forgive. Feel that. Freedom. Feel that. And live in abundance. feel that. Anchor that into your awareness. Take note of the vibration so that you can come back to this at any time. And let's tap right here on our chest and say, physically, emotionally, and we're in these frequencies so that I can bring my totality, I'm present in me, so that I express that in my words, reflect inside vibration, this vibration. And I can bring myself back to this vibration and into divine wealth and prosperity. We're in me. I recognize you and in myself. And I feel so blessed to be able to is beyond my understanding how this translates through the internet, that I feel so connected to all of this. And I bless you. I acknowledge you. Namaste.